Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes, very well.
Yeah, cool. I'll share my screen. So I hope my screen is visible. So welcome everyone. I guess this everyone is here. I'll just check the participants. Yes. Cool. So welcome everyone to the 23rd November Flatcar release team meeting. The agenda of the meeting would be, as usual, we do a welcome round of welcome, and then we state the give a state of the current release for going ahead. We do the release planning, and then we do a Q&A and discussion in case you have any questions. Going ahead. So hi everyone, I'm Sayan. I work with the Flatcar team at Microsoft and primarily looking into the releases, and I also look into the package maintenance of Flatcar. Thilo?
Thank you, Sam. Hi, I'm Thilo. I'm the manager of the Flatcar Maintainers team at Microsoft. And sometimes I get to play with technology and sometimes even upgrade a package, but that's rare in these days. Aniruddha?
Hey, I'm Aniruddha. I'm the open source contributor here, and I ask a lot of questions in the Matrix channel. Kai?
I'm Kai, part of the people in the Berlin office from the Flatcar team at Microsoft. Mostly, I don't know, debugging and quality insurance, maybe. Yeah. Okay, who's next? Mathieu?
Yes, hi everyone, thanks Kai. Here's Mathieu from France, working in the Flatcar team maintainers. And I work mainly on SE Linux related stuff, ignition, and yeah, providing some cool tests for the OS. Dongsu?
Hi, I'm part of Flatcar team in Dongsu, and I'm usually working on package updates and security updates recent days. That's it.
That covers everyone. So moving ahead. Oh, yeah. So state of the current release. So we did a release on 9th November, which was the during the I guess it was just after the community call. So the status of it, we actually promoted a new stable. So we have C groups into stable, and then we also promoted beta, and then we will have more updates about like the 22nd, the 19th of November week in the release planning. So quickly moving on to the release planning board. Can you see the release planning board? Yeah. So yeah, so we did we have a release in progress. So Dongsu, Matthew, can you just give a status on that, like how it looks?
Yes, we got some issues with ARM64 on Equinix Metal. But other than that, most of the tests are blue or green, depend of your opinion. So yeah, it's in good shape. So Dongsu, if you want to add something to that.
Yeah, we have seen several issues with Equinix Metal servers, and CI failed with those servers, and we are just investigating on it. If
Yeah,
we
it's
yeah,
it's an
Kai?
easy fix. Yeah, so our Cola installer system unit is waiting for a dev SDA device to show up, which isn't there because we want to install to the NVMe device anyway. Yeah, so it's an easy fix. I'm on it.
Great. Right now we had a plan for a 29 November release. Do you think like we would be going ahead with that release, or we'll be continuing with the current one? Dongsu? So we have the 29 November planned. So given we are almost like towards like it's Tuesday, so it would effectively by if we retrigger the tests and also it might take a while. So do you think we can aim for the 29th November release? Do we want to do that release?
Yeah. I think we can merge 29th release into the later one, December 13th.
one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so effectively we are right now doing the 22nd this release, right? So okay, so we would be in that case merging. I'll remove this board, I'll move this here, I'll remove this one. Okay, delete this column. Okay, so the next question would be like for the 13th release, we have like a good set of changes that needs to be that is going for the 22nd one. Like these are the changes that are going to 22nd one, which is effectively the current release we are preparing. And then we have the 29th, which is getting merged into the 13th one. So I'll just edit this note. Copy this, cut this actually. I cannot do that. Okay. Cancel. Oh, there's a edit note in here, and so we have the 13th one updated. I'll go ahead and drop this one. Okay. Do we want to like on the 13th release, do we want to bump beta and stable? Then that would include the systemd changes. And yeah,
maybe we can wait for release maintenance and after that promote beta to stable. I don't know. Okay, Tilo.
No, both is fine. I take it that even with the stable that went out previously, like 2 weeks ago, there are only minor bumps and we're addressing those. So, and given that 3033 is kind of, let's call it a service patch release for the current stable. So it brings a few changes, but it's not as massive as the current major release. And because it's a nice wrap up of the year, because that would make ARM stable, would be pretty awesome if you could wrap it up. I mean, we could always aim high and then step back if things look not good enough, if he can't meet the quality bar.
Exactly. Yeah. So in that scenario, like let's aim for a stable release, and let's keep it the last one of the year. And if we miss, if there are any issues, and if we miss, in that case, we do it after people return from vacations. Cool. So that would be then 3033.2.0, and this would be 3066.1.0. Great. Cool. Other than that, regarding the issue on the updating the OS release file, do you have any update, Matthew, on that? Are you working on that?
No, I don't work on this issue yet, but it should be pretty straightforward. Just need to add a couple of values into OS release file. So we just need to find the magic where these things happen. But I recall that Thilo shared that previously when he worked on the SDK container. So we just need to identify the very right point where we can put the CPE into this file. But yeah, not started working on it.
Okay, cool. And just to give an update on the OpenSSH thing. So I did look into it last week. There are some hiccups, like the Go has a partial support for the RSA, and then on the Azure and AWS side, the keys, supported keys, are not really the same. So we need to come around with hacks and mantles to support the whole infrastructure temporarily. If you want to update OpenSSH, without that, all the tests would fail, and the boxes would be weak. You cannot SSH into the boxes as OpenSSH 8.8 brings breaking changes. And I forgot to merge the IPv6 changes, given I'm leaving in from day after tomorrow. So in case I forget to merge this, I would ask Dongsu, Matthew, Kai, you can probably merge this the IPv6 PRs. And yeah, so talking of the plan changes, so yeah, so we still have these packages to be worked on, triaged primarily, and thanks Aniruddha for doing the great job, and also to Orko Probo. So yeah, that's all. I guess we look good. And anything else that needs to be added?
I have a question. What about the DB package? This package was in the core SOL. I tried to upgrade. Dongsu said it needs to be removed, and I was quite not sure what to do actually with the package.
I guess it can be just the package can be dropped directly. I guess what Dongsu said, if I recall correctly, was like the package is not getting used anywhere. Right, Dongsu?
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So another issue is GCC 10 that I created last week. And so there is a security issue about only that affects ARM architecture, and we need to either update GCC to 9.4 or 10 or 11. If we choose to update GCC to 10, then it might involve a lot of other updates. So should we do that for this release, or wait and just minor point release 9.4?
I think it feels safer to go for 9.4 at that point. I remember that I've tried updating to GCC 10 quite some while ago in the course of updating glibc. And I mean, that was some time back, and we upgraded quite a number of packages. But the challenge here is that GCC 10 has a stricter interpretation of inline and of extern qualifiers in C source files. And that would require all of the packages to actually honor that new and stricter interpretation. So we could have a lot of fun with older packages here. I think 9.4 looks like a lower risk item. It's not. It's absolutely worth actually upgrading to GCC 10 or even 11, but I think the tail end shouldn't be part of the security update. So we should separate that.
All right.
And just to like in case like when you are preparing the release, like I guess given the changes we brought to systemd with the group and with the group and stuff, so I'm guessing like there might be issues if there's some inconsistency, so do keep a lookout on that as well. It's basically given we brought systemd very close to the Gen2 upstream, so yeah, the changes might create issues. In that case, we might need to look into that. Okay, so if anything else, any issues that I'm missing to include?
Maybe we can try to ship the fix for etcd. We got like against today on Matrix, so we can try to find a quick fix and to ship it in the next release. And also for the Torx AC Linux things, to me it was fixed, but it seems not, because the patch is not correctly applied. So I'm still investigating on it. So maybe we can bring these two fixes into the next release too.
Cool. Yeah, so it would be better, like it would be good if you can just add it like in the board, and then
Yeah.
Cool. If not, then I guess we are good. Folks who are
I have a minor item, at least technologically, it's a minor one, but I think it's worth tracking on the board. So we have PRs from uCyan to CoreOS overlay portage stable, and the scripts repo that introduce some change for changelog generation. And sooner as those are in, the sooner those are in, the less work we have later on when creating changelogs. All three, I think, are still open. It would be awesome if you could put them on this board and track them for a future release. Just, for peace of mind that from that point onwards, we have changelog generation automated.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks, Hilo. So I'll include it, and I'll get it. Like, I got very good feedback from Kai, everyone in the team actually. So I'll address to them and try to get it merged by tomorrow, given that we have almost done with the slides and stuff today. So yeah, so thanks again. For folks who are joining in, I know Aniruddha is already probably knows the step, but any folks who are like listening it later or like joining in via YouTube, we are do join in. We are very active on IRC Matrix and our email list. If you have any issues or are trying out Flatcar or have looking into to contribute, just join in and ask your questions, or ping us for any issues if you want to work on. And then you can find a more elaborative guide on the meetings that we do on our Flatcar bug tracker. And then if you have any feedback, again, feel free to join into our communication channels to let us know about the feedback. And yeah, and we will be again meeting in the next community meeting, which is in 2 weeks. So see you then. Before we leave, any questions before we leave? If not, then thank you everyone for joining. Have a great rest of the evening. Bye.
Thank you, Saya. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.